Welcome to Genielife Story, where every tale carries you into a world of suspense, emotion, and unforgettable lessons. Today's story is about a mysterious house, a young woman's search for truth, and the secrets that refuse to stay buried. This is the house on Willow Street. Emma hadn't planned on coming back. The small town she left behind a decade ago was nothing but shadows of her childhood, memories of loss, whispers of unfinished stories. Yet when she inherited her late grandmother's old house on Willow Street, Emma had no choice but to return. The house stood tall, but tired. Its wooden steps creaked under her weight, the windows were clouded, and ivy crept along the walls like fingers trying to pull it back into the earth. As she unlocked the door, a wave of cold air rushed past her, carrying the faint scent of lavender and dust. She whispered, "I'm home, Grandma." But the silence that followed felt too heavy, almost watchful. That night, sleep refused to come. The old grandfather clock ticked in uneven rhythms, echoing through the hollow rooms. At midnight, Emma heard it, footsteps. Slow, deliberate. Upstairs. Heart racing, she grabbed her phone's flashlight and crept up the staircase. But each time she reached the landing, the sound stopped. Only her reflection in a cracked mirror stared back, pale and trembling. She told herself it was the house settling. Just old wood and nerves. But deep down, Emma knew someone, or something, wanted her there. While cleaning the attic, Emma stumbled upon a box of her grandmother's belongings. Inside was a bundle of letters tied with red ribbon. Most were simple. Grocery lists, friendly notes. But one letter stood out. The envelope was marked, "For Emma. When the time is right." Hands shaking, she opened it. Her grandmother's handwriting filled the page. "Emma, if you are reading this, then the shadows have already stirred. The house holds secrets, mine, and others before me. Trust the whispers of the walls. They will guide you to the truth. But beware, not everyone wants the past uncovered." Emma's blood ran cold. The house wasn't just a home. It was a keeper of something far darker. The next evening, as Emma left the house, she noticed a man standing across the street. Tall, wearing a dark coat, face hidden beneath a hat. He didn't move. Didn't speak. Just watched. When she returned inside and peeked through the curtains, he was gone. But the unease lingered like smoke in her lungs. The following day, she asked the neighbors about him. They exchanged nervous glances. One finally whispered, "People say the house on Willow Street was never empty, even when no one lived there." Driven by equal parts fear and determination, Emma searched the house for answers. That's when she noticed it, a section of the basement wall that sounded hollow when tapped. Hours of effort later, she broke through, revealing a hidden room. Dust filled her lungs as her flashlight cut through the darkness. Inside were journals, photographs, and a single rocking chair, still swaying as if someone had just risen from it. One journal entry, written in shaky handwriting, read, "They come at night. They whisper my name. The truth is buried, but it bleeds through these walls." Emma stumbled back, her mind reeling. Who wrote these words? Her grandmother? Or someone else trapped in the house's history? The man in the dark coat returned, this time at her doorstep. When Emma demanded to know why he was following her, he revealed his name, Thomas, and his connection to her grandmother. He explained that decades ago, her grandmother had uncovered corruption in the town, tied to missing people whose last known location was near Willow Street. She had hidden the evidence in the house, but the town's leaders wanted it buried forever. Emma's grandmother had protected the truth all her life. And now Emma was the heir to that dangerous legacy. Emma was torn. Exposing the truth would bring justice for the forgotten, but it would also put her in danger. The house itself seemed to push her toward courage, as if her grandmother's spirit lingered in the walls, whispering, "Be the light." With Thomas's help, Emma gathered the journals, letters, and photographs. Together, they confronted the townspeople, revealing decades of lies. It wasn't easy. Fear turned to anger, denial turned to shame. But slowly, the truth spread, and the shadows lost their power. Months later, the house on Willow Street no longer felt haunted. Emma had restored its broken windows, painted its walls, and filled it with life again. One evening, she sat on the porch with Thomas, watching the sunset. She whispered, "It's strange. I used to fear this place. Now, it feels like home." Thomas smiled, because the truth sets even the darkest houses free. And for the first time in years, Emma felt peace, knowing her grandmother's voice would never fade, and the house on Willow Street would stand, not as a place of fear, but as a beacon of courage. This has been Genielife Story. If this tale kept you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tomorrow, we return with another powerful story. One that blends love, loss, and hope in unexpected ways. Until then, remember, even the darkest places can hold the brightest truths.